Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Opria's Open Mic, baby. We are here to talk. Wait, first, this is season 2, episode. What is it, Sean?
12.
12.
Welcome back to the everybody.
Sean Opria in the house with me. But I wanted to dive into setting fitness goals. It's kind of a personal thing to me because I actually set a big one just yesterday.
We'll get to it. But I wanted to talk about why setting a fitness. I'm not talking about a weight loss goal. Those are, you might lose weight through it, but this is a fitness goal. Maybe something to challenge yourself, something to keep you focused, and something to motivate you. Why is it good? What do you think? So, I think anything without an actual end goal, not like, man, it'd be cool if I did, or wouldn't it be nice if I lost a little weight or been consistent in the gym, but something that had a solid end check mark that said, this is what you hit. I find that incredibly important because we find that a lot in clients where keeping them on track for us day to day when it's boring is very difficult. But if we can set a fitness goal for them, right? Whether it's like a 5K, which I've done with clients before, or the Grammys, which we've done before.
Yeah, we just had a huge client that getting ready. It's like, we've got to get ready for the Grammy. We had a minimum amount of time. And
weddings.
Weddings. So those aren't necessarily fitness goals, but those are goals that are part of fitness that help keep you on track with your fitness. In my mind,
when you say fitness goals, that's how I relate it. Like, what do I have or what can I make up to get me consistent, get me striving to the end line?
True. So for me, I work out every day, day in, day out, and I love it. And if I ever feel unmotivated, I can only imagine, because I truly enjoy it, how the majority of people, how the majority of people could feel going into the gym, doing weights, doing their cardio, going home. And then it's like, okay, I get it. So I set goals for myself, but it's been a while. So what
was your latest goal? What was your last goal?
The one that I've accomplished?
Yes.
Okay, so really the first one, I've had several, but we'll go back just a couple of years. Hunter, he said, hey, this is after my knee surgery. I was a year cleared of my 4th knee surgery, all on one knee. And he said, I'm going to run a half marathon. You want to do it? And I was like, I can't do a half marathon.
And you were working hard, right? Like, you did all the PT. You went to the PT. You did PT on your own. You were strength training. Everything was doing correct.
But I was told I should never run again.
Yeah.
Because I have arthritis of an 85-year-old woman, and still do, in that one knee, which I think I'm going to do stem cells for. But so I was told I could never run again. And I sat there and I said, wait, I just told Hunter I can't run. He's running his first half. I'm going to be left out. And I had FOMO.
You had huge FOMO.
Massive FOMO.
Because Hunter didn't even bother asking his mom, who he would normally, but you had literally gotten out of the most.
Well, he had mentioned it, and I was like, I can't.
And he asked me to do a half marathon with him. And I was like, man, it's hard pressed not to say yes to your kid when, he's asking you to do something that's very doable, but a challenge, and you get to do it with him, and you train with him. And it was absolutely. And then I was like, Miss FOMO over here. It was like,
I have to do it too. And so the next day I got on the treadmill. I was like, can I run? And then I did 3/4 of a mile that day. And I was like, okay, I can do this. And I was like, go slow. And it didn't hurt at all. And then I skipped a day. And then the next day I did a mile. And then I skipped a day. And then I just slowly built up. And I said, okay, if I could hit 7 miles.
Yeah.
And that was it. If I could hit 7 miles, then I think I can do this half marathon. And so I made that my goal. And then after I hit that goal, I said, I'll never do a long run again. That was the end for me.
Let's not skip to the end of this.
Well, the end. No, I hit that goal. Was the training easy? No. It's not easy, but it helped keep me focused. Yeah. It gave me a purpose to get out there every day when I was kind of like...
all the training was going to plan. You were getting stronger. You were getting better. You were having less pain.
Oh, and I was leaning out too, which made me so happy.
The whole fact you had this fitness goal was more important than just your day-to-day.
Yeah,
it really kicked you kicked your butt into gear to get healthy, strong, and back to normal faster than you would have.
Because I think I probably would have listened to the doctors that said you should never run again.
We never listen to doctors anymore.
That's not, well, kind of
Dr. Kellum, Dr. Pascal.
They're amazing.
That's it.
But no,
Dr. Kenny.
I do have
Shout out to Dr. Kenny.
I have a good support team. Kenny was like, do it, Aaron. I'll be there. Kenny's my PT, and he helped me through it. But having that goal made me get out there and tell myself, I can do it. I can do it. Was it comfortable? Well, no, I was dying because I hadn't ran in a long time. When you start running, it's miserable.
It wasn't all hard because you were jump roping. Like your cardio wasn't too far off.
No, my cardio was pretty bad at that point.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. I mean, I was a year of basically no cardio except for one-legged jump rope for a long time. I had gotten back into a little bit of jump rope, but not a ton. And so it was probably my lowest ever for myself. And it's not easy to run when you don't run. I hear it all the time, I'm not a runner. I was like, well, nobody's a runner unless you run. So let that sink in. Nobody's a runner unless you run. So when you tell yourself, I can't run, well, it's because you don't run. And nobody sucks at something. They're like, man, I'm really terrible at running. I can't wait to go run. It doesn't work that way. When you suck at something, you never say.
This is how her brain works, by the way. It doesn't get any more complicated than this.
It doesn't. If you suck at something.
Nobody's a runner. Unless they run,
right? And then you can become a runner.
It's like you're like Yogi Berra. The man sounded like a dumbass, but all of his stuff was really important. It's so not over till the fat lady sings. Was that him? I don't know. Yogi Berra. Yeah, a lot of people know his. You have no idea who this is.
No, I have no clue.
But you have.
It's simple. Like it's not easy, but it's simple. And we can all do it if we put our mind to it. So much of running is our mind. All right, so I hit that goal. And I was so proud of myself. And I said, okay, I'm done with distance. My knee didn't feel the greatest on that day.
When she did actually run the half marathon. And you ran it.
It was my worst time ever.
There was a lot of, probably nobody listening remembers. There's a lot of feedback online about you not finishing.
Oh.
They were looking up her time scored because we all had these bibs that tracked your time. And hers was on her jacket, in which she tossed in the middle of it.
Yeah, I ended up not wearing a shirt. I threw my jacket off, which had my number on it, and I didn't.
Nobody could really care about the bib number. But
my time was the worst time I'd ever gotten, but I finished, so I was pretty proud of myself.
It didn't show that you finished.
It didn't show that I finished because I didn't cross the line with my bib on. So all you guys that wanted to criticize me, you didn't even finish. I finished. I mean,
there were some internet sleuths out there that caught you red-handed.
They really tried.
They caught you broke knee.
All right. So after that, I was like, I just went back to regular running. And then I was like, I need another goal because it really helps me stay focused. So what I'm wanting from this, what I'm wanting from this podcast, if I just go in there every day and say, I'm just going to run 3 miles and I'm going to bounce and I'm going to run 4 miles and I'm going to bounce. It's like you need something to say, I need to aspire to this. And so I sat with it for a while and I didn't have anything. And I was like, I know what I can do. Now, since I don't want to do distance, let's see if I can beat my record for my Marine Corps run time. I was like, can I beat what I got in the Marine Corps?
What'd you get in the Marine Corps?
It's a 20-minute 3 mile.
Okay.
And I was like, can I beat that?
And how many people were
it wasn't
you running faster than when you were
it wasn't
in the Marine Corps?
20 minutes. It was the 2020. 2020 was my record. I wanted to beat the 2020s.
Okay.
And so that's what my goal was.
So when you were in the Marine Corps running 20 minute and 20 second.
I was pretty fast.
Was anybody beating you?
A couple. Mm-hmm.
But out of your unit, which is a pretty decent amount of people,
I was up there.
You were up there.
I was pretty quick.
Yeah.
But
for a woman.
You got to throw that in there.
But no, how many women were in your unit? Not
only
many.
two.
Yeah, two. Right.
But mind you, Sean, what's your fastest 3 mile run time?
Yeah, 17 minutes.
He meant 27 minutes. He got the one mixed up.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I would remember. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
hers is faster than me. Hers is fast. Maybe once did I ever get under 20 minutes? Maybe. I don't even remember at this point. I don't keep track of PRs.
All right. So I said, let's just see. Can I beat it? In my Kenny, my PT. I always talk to him before I do anything. He's like, I think you can do it. He's like, that's really fast. I was okay. So I worked and I hit it. I beat the 2020.
Not just beat.
Well, hang on. And then I set another goal and I was like, yes, I did it. And you know what though? When you cross something like that off your list,
you can immediately quit everything else.
No, it makes you so proud of yourself. So the thing, I didn't set a gigantic fitness goal. I just set something that was actually attainable. And that's what I want you guys to think. When you're setting a goal, don't say, I'm going to set this goal to run a marathon when you haven't ran a mile. Like say, I want to run 3 miles, or maybe the first little bit and you don't run at all. Set a goal saying, I'm going to run from this to this without stopping. It could be 1 mile. Maybe in the beginning, you're going mailbox to mailbox. I'm going to run to a mailbox, walk to a mailbox, and then you slowly start decreasing it. But you're going to hit 1 mile without stopping. And then you hit that mile and you're so proud of yourself. And then you can build up. And that's where you build on. And then you set goals. Okay, I'm ready for this 5K. I can do a 5K. And then you run a 5K and you drink the juice. It's all downhill after that. You drank the juice and we're all going. And then, so I hit that. That was it. That was
beat 20 minutes and 20
seconds.
It
was so big. And so we're at dinner. I'm telling the kids, I was like, I did it. And they're like, bet you can't beat 18 minutes. And I was like, that's a 6-minute mile for 3 miles. I was like, there's no way. But I wasn't going to say that. I was like, I can do it. Watch. And in the back of my mind, I was like, I can't do that. But I was like, I really think if I push myself and I stay focused, I can do it. It took a little while. It took a little bit.
Yeah.
And I ended up.
I don't think it took as long as some people might say. Oh, that took a minute.
Like a month or two.
A month or two. You beat your best ever time, and in a month or two, you cut over 2 minutes off of that time. That's pretty decent.
All right. So then I wanted to hit 18, and I ended up hitting it. I got 17:49. 17:49. I was like, what?
Yeah.
That's like my big victory of life.
It helps. So for Erin and for you, like what motivates you? And so for some people, it's really hard. For Erin, it's a little bit easier. Like who's watching her do this helps her, right? You were doing some of this in PT, some of it.
So I did so I tested myself every week, and I did my testing runs where there was people behind me watching. So then I had to report what my time was. So it made me
There were people that knew that she had the surgeries,
focused.
Right? Like there were people in the medical field.
They were
people
cheering
that watched
me on.
you every week and cheering you on. And then other people that were just in and out that had seen you. I think you had seen some of the same patients.
Right? Over and over.
Over and over again. And they were just kind of in awe of you. I think your ego likes that a little bit, huh?
Well, it made me have that feeling of you can't quit when other people are watching. Yeah. That sounds really bad, but it's true. For fitness, that's why a lot of people go to group fitness, I hear. But weight training, I have none of that. None of that with weight training, only with running.
For me, it doesn't.
It doesn't do it for me either. But it does for a lot of people. So if you're struggling and you can't get yourself on track with fitness and you're like, how do it's day in, I'm going to the gym and it's this and I leave and you just go back and forth and it's the same thing every day. It could be, you know what, this week I'm going to try 2 new classes or maybe try 1 new class every week. 1 week, do kickboxing and the next week, jump in the pool.
Next week, work out naked. Like
I've actually had a client ask me that.
They might. You've had clients work out in a thong.
Yeah, they said, do you mind if I just work out with no clothes on? I said, you do. Not a guy. It was a girl.
I know this, but I'm glad you told them.
But I said, you do you. I don't judge. You work out whatever motivates you. This is your session. I'm just here to be your cheerleader and guide you along. And so how did we get to that? How did we get to working out in a thong?
I mean, what motivates you? For you, it's a little bit of pressure from people watching you, whether or not you're going to succeed. Because you stated a goal out loud. You had people basically like monitoring you, and you wanted, and you beat it to death.
So I think the biggest thing for me is saying when I announce I'm going to do it. So I sit on it before it's announced. I play every scenario in my head, maybe why I can't do it or why I shouldn't do it. And then I just say, okay, I'm in. And once I announce it to my family, to you, I'm always teetering around with ones. And then once I finally say it, I'm like, once you say it, there's no backing back. Announce it to somebody. So whatever it is you've decided, and maybe it is writing it on your mirror and you're announcing it to yourself daily. Maybe you don't want to broadcast it to other people. Maybe it's telling your one best friend, like, this is what I'm going to do. Watch me and hold me accountable. Sean will help hold me accountable, but he'll also sometimes be like, you don't need to train today. Let's go do.
I am a well-balanced
You're
motivator.
the balance king.
Yeah, I'm the balance king.
There we go, baby.
I'm the balance king. Oh, I like that.
There we go. That's what we'll call Sean.
Yeah. Today,
he's like,
you got to work hard.
Drink.
Today, you need to drink. Tomorrow, you got to work hard, baby.
But he will.
You're looking a little slow there. Today, donuts.
He does. He is that influence on me, but he's also really good at holding me accountable. I always feel like if you have an accountability partner, it's easier. And it's never easy.
Yeah.
But it is nice to have somebody who says, "Hey, we have to do this because you're lining up. Your goal is coming. You need to hit it."
And I know a lot of you out there, because I've seen a lot of people lose weight for this reason, and you've probably heard this reason before, but you need to stick with it. Is what about your kids? Is your reason your kids wanting to play with you, and you just saying, "Man, I'm just too tired. I'm just too weak. Run out of breath." Or do you want to teach your kids how you want them to live their lives, to live a better and healthier life than you? I know that's part of how we raised our kids. We want you to start earlier and better. We had grown into this lifestyle as opposed to being born with it. So we tried with Hunter and Hayden.
But it's true. Your kids grow up and they follow what they see. Not necessarily monkey see, monkey do. It's not necessarily what you say. You can say eat healthy, but if you're not showing that to them, they aren't necessarily going to want to do that. They're going to hit a phase in life, and it's going to be in the teenage years. They're going to rebel against everything you said. They will come back around if they've been raised with a certain lifestyle.
One of my favorite moments is watching Hunter drive with the type of rage that I have for other drivers. God. And it really was
it's so bad.
It was like, I taught this guy something. I taught him nothing else, but him being so upset with bad drivers, it really warms the heart.
But it is because both the boys have really taken to fitness. Both the boys eat. They saw me. I ate the same thing day in, day out. And they both do the exact same thing. They eat at the same time, the exact same thing every single day. They might tweak it a little bit here and there, but it's the same. They're very structured, like unbelievably structured on their workouts. Probably more structured than me. No. I mean, I think we're all pretty equal actually at this point. It's kind of crazy.
That's fair. Pretty equal is fair to say. You had them beat for years and years and years, but they're both coming into their own and they're very structured.
Yeah. So it is crazy. They do. I didn't tell Hunter he should do fitness. I said, look, you're going to college. You're not going to go to college to be a trainer because I want you to be well-rounded. You're going to get certified as a freshman if that's what you truly want to do. Don't follow me just to follow me because you're like, that's an easy career. I want you to do something that you truly love. And it's really cool. His heart. So he did graduate from college with a business degree, but I had him get certified as a trainer as a freshman so he could carry that through and have 3 years. He had 3 years of experience under his belt before he graduated college. And then we grew even more after that. And I got to work with him. But it's really.
Do you think there's a part of him who's like, I'm just going to inherit my mom's business?
Maybe. No, I don't. I mean, I'm sure he would love that. But I've asked him a million times. I was like, look, take money aside. Is this truly what you love? And it is so cool. His passion and everything he loves. He's doing endurance coaching now, which he's
really grown into loving more than just fitness. It's endurance, things like Ironmans and triathlons, and then coaching people to run marathons.
So it's not more than fitness. It's more than strength training. He loves strength training. He loves personal training, but he's really loving. He's doing endurance training online too, which has been really cool. And he's had so many of his clients have PR'd, which is really fun to watch for him because it's
watching his endurance athlete clients in
PR.
If
you don't know what PR means, it means that's their personal record. That's their absolute best they've ever done. So like for me, 17:49, that's my PR. That's my best time ever. So that's what PR is if you don't know. But it's really cool to watch him do that. So we were just this weekend at his Ironman, his half Ironman. He's working on qualifying for Worlds. He actually had his worst time he's ever had, and it was really sad. He cried, and it broke my heart. But I was like, look, we all have to fail to succeed, and we all have to go down at some point because he's always PR'd. Every race we've been to, he PRs, and he PRs, and he PRs. I was like, sometimes this is what you have to either tweak something into your training, to tweak something into your nutrition, and I think really what it was is humidity took a toll where he hadn't trained in it, but I didn't let him have that excuse. And but he finished, which is
he finished, and he still finished in a great time, just not his goal time.
Yeah.
But watching all these, and I was like, wait, I think I drank the juice. I think I drank the juice. So I have set my big goal. Really, it was your fault. If you want to know the honest truth, this is what happened. You came to me, and you said, wouldn't it be funny if when we go to his next race, not the next one, but the one in the fall.
I say stupid things all the time.
But he was kind of joking, and he said, let's not tell, because Hunter's moving to Florida. He said, let's not tell Hunter that we're going to do this, but we're going to train, and then we're going to show up at his race in the fall, and we're just going to enroll. We're going to be signed up.
Show up with bikes.
And we're all in our outfits, and we're really cool with him, and be like, Mom and Dad are running. and then I was like, wait, I think I'm going to do it, Sean, but I am going to tell him. I was like, are you doing it with me? Sean, here's the answer. I'm signing up for a half Ironman.
Yes, you are. I think you're going to kill it.
I called my PT. I text my PT. His name's Kenny. And I said, what do you think? And he's like, we'll have to dig into some things to protect your knee. Just so you know, I've had numerous ACL surgeries. I have no meniscus. I have arthritis of an 85-year-old woman. And I have 2 pins in my knee where I broke my kneecap. All on my left knee. And I'm 46.
You should run like a mile or swim a mile, bike 50, and run 56. 13. And
who's counting?
Yeah. Yeah. You should do that.
I absolutely should do it. And so I'm going to do it. And I will do everything to keep my body feeling amazing because I have good PT. I have good massage. I'll be doing cupping, and I have good stem cell if I need it. All right, Sean, big question. You doing it with me?
First, this episode proudly brought to you by
Addyi, ADDYI.com, baby. Okay, ladies, you've been hearing me talk about my libido, or more accurately, my lack of libido. Now let me tell you about what helps me get it back. Addyi, or flibanserin. Addyi is FDA approved and has been clinically proven to increase sexual desire in certain premenopausal women who have been bothered by low libido. I started to lose my libido in my 30s, and it feels so good to have my drive back. So if you feel like you've lost your desire, you want to get it back, stop falling for the snake oils and ask your doctor about Addyi today, or go to Addyi.com. That is ADDYI.com.
And now I get to do some house cleaning. I wanted to read something like this as fast as I can forever. Here we go. Addyi is for premenopausal women with acquired generalized hypoactive sexual desire disorder, HSDD, who have not had problems with low sexual desire in the past and who have low sexual desire no matter the type of sexual activity, the situation, or the sexual partner. The low sexual desire is troubling to them and is not due to a medical or mental health problem, problems in the relationship, or medicine or other drug use. Addyi is not for use in men or to enhance sexual performance. Your risk of severe low blood pressure and fainting is increased if you drink 1 to 2 standard alcoholic drinks close in time to your Addyi dose. Wait at least 2 hours after drinking before taking Addyi at bedtime. Your risk of severe low blood pressure and fainting is also increased if you take certain prescription, over-the-counter, or herbal medications, or have liver problems. Low blood pressure and fainting can happen when you take Addyi, even if you don't drink alcohol or take other medications. Do not take it if you are allergic to any of the ingredients in Addyi. Allergic reactions may include hives, itching, or trouble breathing. Sleepiness, sometimes serious, can occur. Common side effects include dizziness, nausea, tiredness, difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep, and dry mouth. See full PI and medication guide, including boxed warning, at Addyi.com/PI or call 844-PINK-PILL.
Ask your doctor about Addyi today or go to Addyi.com. That is ADDYI.com, baby.
Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. I think that's a little on the spot.
But once you say it, you can't back out.
I feel like I can, though.
So we're sitting here talking about once you say it and announce it, there's no going back.
I know, but that doesn't motivate me. What motivates me?
What motivates you?
Yeah. I don't know. Do you know what motivates me?
No. John, what is...
I feel like if you want to, you can quit at any point in time. Like, that's my prerogative.
And then we just make fun of you till the end.
I'd never get stopped making fun of anyway.
You live in a family that will never let you hear the end of it. What is your motivation?
My motivation? To make you happy. Will this make you happy?
Yeah. Make me really happy.
Yeah, I'm in.
As long as you don't complain the whole time.
I will.
He actually said, I will do it, but you have to stay with me.
I did ask that, but there's no chance you will.
And I said, I will stay with you, but if you complain the whole time, I'm leaving you.
Tell you what, it makes me feel, till death do us part, or you're slow.
Or not slow until you're negative Nelly, and then I'm out. Because I'm like, you're not going to ruin the fun experience. Who am I going to
bitch to?
You bitched in your head, not to me.
I don't know. My head's so horrible, though. You guys don't all relate. You don't want to be in your own head. Oh, by the way, during the actual Ironman competitions, you are not allowed to have music. You're not allowed to have anything in your ears. You're not allowed to have your phone, not allowed to have AirPods or headsets or anything for the entire swim, bike, race.
So if somebody doesn't know what a half Ironman is, it's 70 miles.
70.3.
70.3. Yes, so it's like 56 mile
bike. It's a half marathon, which is 13.3.
No, 2.
13.2, sorry.
And a 1 mile swim.
Whatever's left is the swim.
It's like a 1 mile swim in open water.
Yeah, it's always open water. It's never in a pool.
So that's it. That's what we're going to do. You ready, Freddie?
I am not ready. Well, I have to get my brain around not bitching.
That's very challenging for Sean.
Yeah.
Are you guys more of so for me, if you tell me I can't have headphones and I can't, all I have to do, my mind gets creative. I was like, I will start designing a whole house while I'm running. I'll just get creative, like all over my mind will be, that's where I can get, like jump rope to me is my most creative time. So when I'm working out or mostly, not necessarily weights, when I'm doing cardio is my most creative times. A lot of times I turn off music anyways. Might listen to a podcast. I really love podcasts right now about peptides. I love learning about all the peptides. And that BPC is why I'm going to be able to run. That BPC is going in my knee.
BPC 157?
Yeah. That's exactly why my knee feels good.
So do you think steroids, like pumping myself full of steroids, will stop me complaining?
No.
I was trying to come up with an easy
And you're
solution
not
here.
pumping yourself full of steroids.
I mean, there's options, right?
No, none for you.
Do you think illegal drugs of any kind could help me? Hey, this is the open mic. We're discussing options. We're discussing motivation.
Well, let's see what illegal drugs you're talking about.
Like, have you ever seen an unmotivated crack addict? Those guys are motivated. You know what I mean? They don't wake up and say, "I don't have any crack. You know what? I'm just going to go without crack today." No, they find a way. They find a way. So how do I become motivated like a crack fiend?
Because your crack is me. You get to be right next to me.
Maybe you should.
What? Show you some crack?
Yeah.
That's what I do. I'll put a thong on the bike, and you got to follow me.
I just gotta chase it. It's like a donut on a stick. Actually, if you put like a Costco hot dog hanging out the backside of your bicycle, and it was like dangling in front of me, and I had to bike harder to get that Costco hot dog, that might work.
I actually said, did you know that on these Ironmans they have tandem bikes? We're like, oh, that's cool. But we didn't hang on. We didn't know what it was for.
The tandem bikes are so cool.
And then there was a lady getting out of the water, and she was strapped to another person by like a bungee cord thing.
There's a lead.
Yeah, a lead person.
Not a leash.
No, a lead. It looked like a bungee cord almost around their waist. And they swim together because one, I'm guessing, is blind.
It's incredible, yeah.
And it was blind
people that do
the coolest thing. And I said, Sean, I think I just need to put you on a lead.
That'd be amazing.
And you just have to stay pinned to me.
Oh my God, yeah.
How close can you be to me? How romantic would that be? You could be right next to me all day long.
Let's do it. I want to tandem bike that thing.
But you're going to be downwind. I don't know if that'd be really good.
Would I have to be in the back?
I mean, yes, because I'm not going to chase you. All right. So now we've announced our big goal. I want to hear something through this. Maybe there's something that you guys pulled through this that's going to motivate you to get on track. Maybe because you're in, you're out, you're like halfway in, then you're all the way out. And you're like, what is the one thing you can do that's going to suck you in, get you excited? And there's going to be days that I'm going to be so miserable. I'm going to be so pissed that I have to go swim. I don't want to go swim. I don't.
You have a lot to do.
Yeah. And there's going to be days I'm not going to want to do this. But you know what? Those days are 100% is where discipline has to be kicked in.
because you're not always going to be motivated. That's impossible. Motivation goes away. Like I'm motivated now. I'm like, yeah, this is day one. Tomorrow's day one. But I guarantee 2 weeks in, I'd be like, shit, I got to do this and this. And so I'll write that. I don't
have any time to go to the pool.
That's going to be exactly what happens.
So we're going to build a pool.
I actually thought about
I knew that.
I was like, can we build one of those pools where you can just swim and the resistance goes against you?
Give me a helicopter. Somebody's dropping an Olympic-sized pool in downtown Nashville. I wonder where it could be.
I took up the whole alley. That would be amazing. But so there's going to be times that are going to be really hard mentally. I know I can push through because I can let my discipline kick in. What are you going to do to motivate yourself when that happens?
Food usually helps.
So I just need a hot dog when we get on the bike? And you can't have a bite until you hit a certain amount of miles?
I think Hunter did this, and I've been jealous, but I didn't have a reason to reward myself. He would get crumble cookies.
He did.
Yeah, every time he came back from like a really long bike ride.
Like several hours.
He would buy like six crumble cookies. I'm sure he didn't eat them all.
You know what this means? This means I take away your alcohol popsicles, and every time you do a long ride, you get an alcohol popsicle as a reward.
It's a good point.
That would actually work because you love those so much.
I do. But that's the thing, though. That's tough because you can't take anything away from me.
I know you do the grocery shopping, so it might be kind of hard.
It's like,
how do you hide a popsicle?
I hide them from you.
Well,
you think I don't have a stash?
I would never touch them.
We've got like four fridges.
He's got popsicles everywhere.
There's popsicles everywhere.
Oh my gosh, he loves those things. But seriously, what is it when you're unmotivated? I told you that I would do the training with you.
Yeah.
There's actually a lot of the training that I'm going to we aren't going to, time-wise isn't going to work out to always be together. Wait, would sex motivate you?
Have more sex with me.
If I had sex with you every time you did a long run or a long swim, would that work?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you'd be so exhausted you wouldn't actually have sex.
You have to still pay up.
No,
because it would quickly run out of like enjoyment for me, and I would be doing it just because I know you don't want to have sex that much.
All right, that's it. Handshake on it. Every time you do a long run, long swim, or a long bike, I'll classify what equals long.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, you get a gold sticker, and when you get gold stickers on your chart,
you're not kindergartening me. Whatever that word is.
Okay, I'll give you.
Okay,
you don't get a gold sticker.
No, I don't want gold frickin' stickers.
You don't get a gold star. You get a gold heart, and gold heart means sex. And so that's not kindergarten because they don't have sex in kindergarten.
What if like over 4, under 10 is a blowjob? Over 10.
Jeez. Sean's living in his fantasy world. Those are like birthday presents.
No. Man, I'm just not motivated. Aren't you gonna help? Aren't you gonna help me?
All right. So blowjobs are anything over 12 miles.
Wait, what?
That means you have one run that's over 12. All right. We'll have to work out the details, but that's gonna
any bike ride over 2 hours is anal.
That's not happening. Been there, done that, not doing it again. All right. So on that note, it's not going to be anal. Sorry, you lose. You don't even want it anyways.
I'm not doing those bike rides. You were safe. I don't know. Maybe I would have.
All right. Well, if you guys have some ideas for us, put them in the comments below how we can keep Sean held accountable for this goal, because he will be the first one to bail. If anyone's going to bail on goals, on training, it's...
Yeah, that's a little rude to point like with such ferocity, but it's still true.
It's true. But not today. You're doing it.
Not the day -1. You better put out. Just saying.
All right. On that note, guys, we are out. And I hope you find something, maybe besides Sean's goals.
I came up with some good ideas.
To motivate yourself, to push yourself, to find something that makes you excited. Because if you're doing the same thing day in, day out, you might not be excited. You need something that I knew right now in my life. I like going into the gym. I still enjoyed the gym, but I was actually struggling. And so I made this decision I needed something to excite me again.
You need projects.
I do. And I needed something.
To be honest, I love this project as opposed to renovating our house or buying another Airbnb or Good Lord.
I know, but I was like, it's time to buy another
because
house.
every once in a while, this project would get you out of the house for a couple hours.
Well, you're going with me.
I love you.
You're going with me.
Oh, shit. I didn't think
I'm getting a tandem bike. You're going to be on my bike.
Oh, man. For a second there, I was like, I'm going to have a couple hours, just sit on the couch and unwind. Instead, I'm going to go do some swimming and biking and running.
And running. Because you get an A+. You get
an A+.
Gold heart.
You're going to get, do you want me to do gold stickers for you?
Yes.
Are we making up? I'm going to make you a kindergarten book.
Perfect. I like kindergarten books. All right. On that note, we're still out. You guys, go set your goal and crush them. Put them below in the comments of what are you going to do that will make you excited. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be what ours is. Ours is not the normal goal.
Sign up for a 5K or the Nashville Marathon. Come to Nashville. Stay at the Opry Oasis.
It's already booked.
Well, I mean, there are more than one race in the future. But yeah, make it your goal to stay in our Airbnb and run a race in town. That's an excellent goal.
But I hope this motivates you guys in some way to find a goal to absolutely crush and then live on that, crushing it for a while, take a little break. Don't go from one to the next. Sometimes it's just fun just to crush it, be excited about it for a while, and then find a new one when stuff starts getting I wouldn't call it stale. I just start getting kind of like itchy, like I need something. Then it's time to set something else. So do that. And I want to hear what you guys set. But thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys find some motivation in your fitness and aspire to be the best you that you can freaking be, because you guys are all awesome. You're already awesome the way you are. That's why we're not going to be a new you. We're going to be the best you.
A little bit.
Please don't listen to him. Be the best you. Cheers. And we're out. Bye, everybody.